Love Therapy with Dr. O. Weislam.
Good day, viewers, and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Love Therapy with Dr. O. Weislam. On today's episode, I'm going to be telling you 10 tips to keeping a healthy relationship. Before I proceed, I want you to know that every relationship has two things in common: the up and the down. So there is no such thing as a perfect relationship. The first tip for a healthy relationship is being honest. Honesty is golden in any relationship. When you are honest with your spouse, it is the first step to keeping a healthy relationship. 2, you must let your expectations be realistic. A lot of people's expectations in a relationship are not realistic because they see romantic movies and read romantic novels and they expect their spouse to be or to act the character that they have seen or they have read about. You need to understand that those characters that you've read or you have seen in movies are the writer's imagination or the figment of the director's imaginations and do not conform to real life romance situations. 3, you must communicate with each other. Communication is key. You must communicate everything, your opinions, your interests, everything. You must communicate your fears. You must communicate with your spouse. 4, you must give attention to your spouse. It is very important that you give them attention. 5, you must not assume. You must always ask questions. Probably there might be a scenario whereby you bumped into a text message in your spouse's phone and you're already assuming that your spouse is cheating on you. I think it is best for you to have that discussion with your spouse to know the true situation of that text message or of that call or whatever it is that you have seen that is making you feel that your spouse is cheating. Do not assume, because assumptions usually destroy a relationship. 6, don't talk to your spouse when you are angry. When you are angry, you don't talk to your spouse because you might say hurtful things to them, which you may regret later. So you must calm down and be at the right frame of your mind before you discuss with your spouse. 7th, you must focus on the current situation. There are a lot of people who don't focus on the current situation. Rather, they refer you back to previous situations that have happened before. In a healthy relationship, bygone must be bygone. In a healthy relationship, there are no record of wrong. So don't keep record of wrong. Focus on the current situation and try to settle it amicably. The 8th tip is for you to take responsibilities for your action. It is assumed that people in relationship are adult, and adult are persons who take responsibility for their actions. So you must take responsibility for your mistakes and apologize. The 9th tip is for you to understand that the goal of a healthy relationship, first of all, is to understand that it is a process. It is not automatic. So you need to make sacrifices. You need to see things the way they are, not the way your emotions makes you to see those things. So you must understand that it is a process and you build, and at a point you attain that stability. When you have attained that stability, you may now look back and say that all the sacrifices you have made towards keeping a healthy relationship has paid off. So you must understand that it is a process. It is not automatic. Ordinarily, people need to adjust to new conformations. So when you communicate with your spouse about a particular attitude that you don't like, you don't expect him or her to adjust almost immediately. It's going to take a process for him or her to adjust. 10th, you must be yourself. Do not pretend to be what you're not. This is you. Present yourself the way you are. Whoever loves you is going to accept you that way. However, you don't need to indulge yourself with whoever likes me or loves me will accept me the way I am. If you have a bad attitude, you have a bad character, you need to change it, because a bad attitude is like a flat tire. If you don't change a flat tire in a vehicle, that vehicle is not moving anywhere. So don't indulge yourself with who loves me is going to accept me for who I am. No, you must make cautious effort to adjust and change if you know you have a bad attitude and people have been complaining about your attitude. You must make effort, cautious effort to change. So be yourself, don't pretend to be what you are not. In all of this, you need to understand and figure for yourself what you can accept in a relationship. And you also need to figure out for yourself rather, when you feel that a relationship is no longer healthy. When you have gotten to that stage, the choice is totally yours to make. Either to remain in the relationship, to try to make efforts to make it work, or you walk away. In all of this, the decision is yours. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to follow us on our Instagram handle love.therapy001 and subscribe to our YouTube channel Love Therapy with Dr. O.Y. Slim. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notification. As I leave you, don't forget to love in your own little way. Thank you.